I'm Quentin Young here with Second Story Garage, and Jaden Carlson Band is here with us. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having us. Thank you for having us.
So, Jaden has been in once before.
I have.
We've only done that a couple times, so we are very happy to have you. And you have a headlining show at Fox Theater coming up.
I do.
And
it's on Saturday, July 12th, and we're very happy to be playing there.
And this is your first time headlining that venue, so
it
that's
is.
pretty cool.
It's really our first time headlining a room of that size, so we're definitely pretty excited to kind of step our show up to the bigger room and get to do it just bigger and badder than ever before.
Yes.
Especially since like all our friends are in town too, and they're all going to be there. So a little bit of added pressure, so to say.
You want to put on a good show for your friends?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Well, most of them are musicians, so I mean they're all going to be out there taking notes and being critical, so we got to make sure it's our best show to date.
Right. So when Jaden, you were here not quite 2 years ago, and you came in and you had an acoustic guitar, and you were kind of...
That was it.
It was kind of like the singer-songwriter thing.
It was.
Now you're rocking out on the electric guitar. You've got a band with you playing drums and keys and everything, so your sound's quite a bit different. You've developed a lot.
I like it a lot better.
Yeah.
I gotta say, it's a fuller sound. It's everything I'm hearing in my head. It's what I've wanted to play.
Did you
for a
kind of
while.
feel like back then that's where you were headed, or is this...
Not really. This is where I was headed all along.
Very cool. And another cool thing is that when you were in a couple of years ago, you played a song, Born to Fly.
I did.
And you play that again today, and that kind of gives us a good contrast of where your sound is
We
going.
kind of rearranged it from just solo acoustic to dance jams.
Yeah.
So Will on drums and Eric on keys, how much do you feel like you're kind of influencing what Jaden's doing here? Is that...
I would say a lot.
A lot, you know. Obviously, we both have a lot of experience in the music industry and playing. You know, I've been studying piano and keys for a long time. So it's kind of hard not to pass something along to someone whose slate is so blank and fresh to just impart things that I think are cool, and she picks up on it. I'm like, oh, that is cool.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool to see, if you hear some of your own playing or some of your own rhythms come out, and it's great. It's a very meshed unit. It's everyone just feeds off each other playing wise, and
that's kind of important for the kind of music you're doing too, because there's a lot of improv in what you're doing. So if you don't have that meshing, it's
listening is
right?
very key, and it's really cool to hear your bandmates spit your ideas back at you, but also kind of like keep their own creative space to themselves and add their own flair to it. Like, I think as a band we hold a very unique conversation between the three of us. Like, I've never had it be this easy with any band that I've played with to just speak my mind musically and have it be heard and spoken back to. It's just like, it's such an easy band to play with.
Yeah, very cool. And so you recently, or not too long ago, released a DVD?
Yes.
And what's that called?
Jaden Carlson Band live at the Barclay Ballroom.
At the Barclay in Frisco?
It was a DVD of our New Year's Eve show and kind of all the original material that we played there. So definitely that's the... I think it's the first official debut of this lineup and kind of the ability to get your hands on that music for yourself. And we're pretty proud of it. I mean, definitely like doing a DVD shoot for only being a band for like 3 or 4 months is a pretty huge undertaking.
It is.
And for doing a lot of it on the fly, we're definitely like pretty stoked on the outcome. It's kind of a good showcase of where we were at that point, And then now it's even better than it was before,
It was scary.
Yeah.
I hadn't been playing bass too long, and there's a camera in my face. Like, it's going to see me mess up.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're doing the bass with your left hand
Yeah.
on a keyboard up here, and then you're playing like keyboard and the Hammond down
On my right,
hand.
Yeah, what he does makes very little sense to us.
His eyes cross after long shows.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
You make your musicians work hard, don't you?
Yeah.
Double duty.
Oh, yeah.
But you also just tracked an album too, right?
Yes.
We did.
And that's going to be out when?
This fall.
Yeah, we're
fall,
picking
okay.
an exact date, but we're going to release it in the fall.
Okay, very cool. All right, one last thing I wanted to show off is that, Jaden, when you were here last time, you did this
That's
for
so
us.
old.
Do you remember what this was about?
Yeah.
What is it?
Well, I write stories about birds and that stuff. I don't talk about it too much because
Okay.
this is my main thing. But
We're pretty proud of that, so that's why we have it
Oh,
hanging up.
awesome.
And the last thing, you have some folks who sponsor you because you're so
Yes.
awesome. So you wanted to talk about that, right?
yes,
Let's
I
do
wanted
that.
to thank Fuchs Audio, Harper Guitars, Zex Coil Pickups, Buffalo Straps, Eminent Speakers, DR Strings, Mad Professor Amplification, Bump Cases, Volition Amps, Hercules Stands, Blueberry Guitars, and Crystal Frets.
How about that?
Yeah.
Awesome. They're all backing you, huh?
They are.
Yeah, we got
They're all
very,
very
very
awesome.
lucky in the amount of people in that world that are willing to support us and help Jaden discover her sound. You know, it's pretty rare that many companies take an interest in one band. So hopefully someday Eric and I will pick some up of our own. But for now, Jaden's got us covered.
Just one.
Well, we really enjoyed listening to you.
Thank
today.
you.
And don't wait 2 years to come back, okay?
Oh, don't worry.
All right. Thanks a lot for coming.
Hey,
guys.
thanks.
thank
you
Pleasure
so
to
much.
be here.
This is Second Story Garage.